everybody, welcome back to another week with Circle of Hope's Kids Time. Well, how are you doing? It's so cold out. Did you go outside this weekend? And were you so cold? Do you like to read books about the cold weather? We watched a show about animals in the Arctic, and they were not cold enough, actually. Anyway, why don't we take a look to see what you have been doing this week? Hit it!
Buttons and googly eyes. Yeah! Ready? Goodbye. Crunchy hand. Goodbye.
Yay! Talking the last few weeks all about how God helps us and how he helps us in so many different ways and how we can even help people in lots of different ways too. If you remember, we learned about Martin Luther King Jr. We made a video of bringing care packages to people who are in prisons. We saw Peter and Matthew making cards for people. We saw Eli helping with the dishes. Did you remember in that letter in the Bible that we mentioned that it said we might be able to pray for people as a way to help them? Do you ever pray for people?
I have.
I do sometimes. And when I do, I might think about that person and then I'll stop what I'm doing. Yeah. Usually it's laundry or dishes. I think about them, I take a breath and say in my head something like, God, help my friend. And then usually go back to what I'm doing. Do you ever pray by moving around? I almost never do, but I love the idea, and I think it'd be a great thing to start trying to do more of. One time, my friend Erica led me and my friends in some movement prayers where she had us curl up on the ground like a baby and pretend to be a baby that Jesus is taking care of. And I actually really liked that. It was nice to feel like the baby instead of the mom. Well, Miss Anita from our church family has some movement prayers that she made a video of for you. Would you like to see it?
Hi kids, I'm Miss Anita and I wanted to talk to you about being brave with Jesus today. When I think about how kids know more about Jesus than adults, I think that's because You have this imagination, and I want to use that today and do some yoga poses and some silly yoga faces. So when you're scared, or when you have had a nightmare, or when you get in a fight with your friend or your brother or your sister, maybe you could do this and say to yourself, oh my goodness, Jesus must hold me close. Can you go right now to your parent or to your sibling and put your hands on their face and look them in the eye and say, Jesus holds you like this. That's what I imagine. I think that was probably pretty awesome. I also wanted to talk about how when there's a storm outside and you look at the trees and they're rooted and they're really, really deep into the ground because they're secure. And then the storm can actually blow the trees. The wind, it looks wild and it looks like they could break, but they almost never do. So just like those trees, you could pretend by putting your roots down and make a tree posture. So you want to do this right now with me? You can take this foot and make a branch, or you could keep it closer to the ground. You don't have to take your toes off the ground. You can, I want to show you that foot, but it doesn't want to do it. But that foot can, those toes can stay way, way down. Then grow your branches and look up and bring a big smile to your face. And maybe your parent wants to do that with you. And you look at each other and you tell each other, what kind of tree are you? I'm a maple and my leaves are turning red in autumn. And now you can be a mountain. So strong. Sometimes we call Jesus the Lion of Judah. Look at your mom or dad or sibling and say, "Rah! I have a Jesus lion who lives in here, who does this with me." I hope that the next time you wonder where Jesus is, you remember you're rooted like a tree. You're strong and steady like a mountain. And you can go over to somebody and love them and touch their face and just be your sweet self. And that's bringing Jesus to them.
Well, did you get up and do that? We did. I like holding the faces the most. That was
I
very
like
sweet.
the tree most.
And thinking that the Lion of Judah lives in me makes me feel pretty brave. Well, thank you, Miss Anita, for that. You know what? Let's spend some time singing a song that Eli has for us. Hit it.
All right, you ready to sing?
Yeah.
First, we're going to sing I Got Peace Like a River, okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river in my soul. I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river in my soul. I got love like an ocean. You ready for that one?
Yeah.
I got love like an ocean. I got love like an ocean. I got love like an ocean in my soul. I got love like an ocean. I got love like an ocean. I got love like an ocean in my soul. I got joy like a fountain. This one I want to hear you sing it real loud. I got joy like a fountain. I got joy like a fountain. I got joy like a fountain in my soul. I got joy like a fountain. I got joy like a fountain. I got joy like a fountain in my soul. Good job. Let's sing Peace Like a River one more time. I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river. I got got peace like a river in my soul. I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river in my soul. Good job.
As always, it is a joy to be together. I hope you had a silly and fun time with us, and we'll be together again next week.
Goodbye.